Right there, Eds. Thank you very much for tuning in for our live stream watch along. Well, not live stream watch along, live stream daily news show anyway, Reds. Hope you're having a cracking day, evening, night, wherever you are around the world. If you're new around here, we keep up to date on all things Liverpool related. Pre-match, post-match transfer news as well. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and put your bell notification on as well, so you always do get notified when we go live with an episode anyway. But how you doing, Jamie? Thank you very much for tuning in, mate. But yeah, tonight we'll be discussing and analysing Christopher Nkunku, he's the sensation, the French sensation. He was ripping it up, Paris Saint-Germain, gone to RB Leipzig. He's been one of the hottest players in form in the whole of Europe anyway. We'll be analysing how he could embed into Liverpool's forward line or possible midfield anyway. So let me know your thoughts on that. Would you like to see him at the heart of, obviously, Liverpool's midfield anyway? So let me know your thoughts in that as well, Reds. But John Moore, how you doing, mate? Absolute legends, every single one he is. But let's make sure I just quickly update the live chat anyway. So let me know. 1 second. But yeah, let me know if the stream is going good and that, Reds anyway. Hi lads, how are you? How are we? Got not breaking news according to very reliable Spanish journalist Gerard. Arsneal have made an offer for Luis Suarez and committed to have made an offer to Luis Suarez and submitted to. That's very much interesting, that, mate. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on that. How are you doing, Tom, as well? But we'll get straight into it. Christian Nkunku, the Frenchman, he's very young anyway. We'll analyse his stats this year. Let me know your thoughts. Would you like to see Liverpool to pursue this transfer anyway? Do you think he'd suit the way Liverpool play? Let me know in your comment section below. If you're watching live or if you're watching on the repeat anyway, we'll be replying to every single one of them, or your messages anyway. And we'll discuss who you would select in this Liverpool team for the second leg against Arsenal at the Emirates. It's not looking like it will be getting cancelled, the game, which is a very good positive for Liverpool, because we want to continue that run of momentum, don't we? So we don't want to be missing games here and there, which we have done in recent weeks. But we'll go straight into, obviously, the analysis of, obviously, that man, that man anyway. If you've not seen him, I think even if he doesn't move to Liverpool, he's a player that will very much get brought to the limelight in coming years' time, because he is going to be a top player if he does continue this upward trajectory in which he has shown, especially in the Bundesliga over the last 12 months anyway. But we'll start off, obviously, Christian Nkunku, he's 91% right-footed anyway. He's 5'8.5", so he's very nimble as a player. He's 24 years old and 65 days, and he's from France anyway. Current club, as you can see from the stats there, they do indicate Bundesliga appearances. 19 appearances in the Bundesliga, 9 goals, 7 assists, and an XG, if you're an XG fan, as is predicted to be an 8.1. And Champions League appearances this season, 530 minutes, registering 7 goals, 1 assist anyway. And that is quite remarkable. You're impressed with those stats? And then we'll quickly, can I move me over before I move anything anyway? Yeah, there we go, we can move it. Ooh, levitating. But yeah, we'll move me to the side there. As you can see here, this is comparing him to the rest of the versus attacking mid/wingers in world football. And then, as you can see there, the 95 percentile in non-penalty goals, which is fantastic. NPXG, obviously 94% total shots. He ranks quite high in the 83% mark. And assists-wise, around Europe this season, he is up there in the top 8%. Which is 92%, which is fantastic. But what I like about more there is the touches, really, in the progressive passes, especially playing in a Jurgen Klopp system. You very much do need that, especially he's quite high up in terms of the pressing wise around Europe. registering 76%, so he's in the top 14% anyway, well 24% anyway, might be said. And for someone so small, he's up there leading the line in the top 19% in Europe in that position. So a massive 81%. So I've not seen a lot of Reds. I'm not going to sit here and say that I've seen any of them, but the odd game I have seen the highlights of him in the Champions League this year. He's been very impressive, and if it's not Liverpool, it will be one of the big clubs in and around Europe. A lot of clubs will be sniffing around him anyway, because if he does continue this run of form, even if it's a Bayern, a Real Madrid as well, he very much will come in for the player of that ability as well. And we'll just quickly get up his stats compared to, obviously, forwards. Now, obviously, he is a midfielder / so look at them versus the top forwards in Europe, which is quite remarkable. For assist-wise, he's in the top 5%, which is fantastic. Non-penalty goals, as I said, 79. But the pressure in terms of the forwards, you just mentioned that in the midfield. But if you're a Liverpool forward, you need to be high up in terms of the possession-wise. The pressure, he's in the top 12% in forwards this season. The tackles is a massive thing, especially we've seen how much ball recovered Bobby Firmino has done in the past. Or Jared Bowen, they're quite high up there. But as you can see from Nkunku, he's in the top 11% of forwards in Europe, in the top 5 leagues anyway, which is fantastic. And interceptions, he's in the top 2%, which is quite frankly remarkable if you compare the players around Europe. And you can understand if these links do come to fruition, really, if we do progress a potential transfer. Let me know your thoughts on that. But those stats, especially on the bottom graph anyway, a big indication to why you would see him being a potential target for Liverpool in the coming years, whether that just be in the next coming summer window or the season after. But won't come cheap. It'll be interesting to see how much RB Leipzig do command of the Frenchman anyway. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Let's get to your comments. Shane has gone. I've seen a lot of him for an RB Leipzig. He could fit in to this Liverpool team. He would be a very clever, this is very clever, better business from Liverpool. Absolutely spot on there, Shane. Sean, sorry. John looks hell of a player for his age. Gary, evening Jackie boy, FSG must spend Vlahovic for 56 million. Klopp should get him ASAP. Gary, would you not indicate that Christopher Nkunku would be more of a better suit to Liverpool? Let me know your thoughts. I think Vlahovic, he's been linked with everyone, mate, and he's still a very good player. Obviously, he plays for Serbia. I think his nationality is Serbian anyway. But what I have seen, the highlights, especially in the Serie A this year, he's up there in terms of the goal scoring charts. That's what we're talking about. Vlahovic, whatever. Apologies if I pronounced that wrong. But yeah, the Anfield Lark. Jackie on our stream is going out. Left audio only, mate. Oh, the Anfield Lark, is it, mate? Oh, thank you very much for that, mate. That's something I do need to fix. One sec. Is it? Let me know. Let me know that's improved. Chat as well. Really do appreciate it. Through my headphones. Though my headphones are broken, it probably is my setup, mate. But I really do appreciate you commenting there, mate. Absolute legends. What I wouldn't do without yous. Yous are all me techies anyway. So let me know if that's slightly improved, the Anfield Lark. But I appreciate it and apologies if that is the case. Anyway, Reds, I will try and sort that out post-show. I've messed it with a couple of my settings on my audio recorder. So let me know if that's done anything. Probably hasn't, because, you know, it's me controlling the buttons. But ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts on Christopher Nkunku. As I said, 5'8.5". He's still got a lot of maturity to go in his game, but you can understand from just the brief stats there in which we've looked at, I'll quickly get the other stats up if you just joined a bit late there anyway. That's him compared to obviously attacking mid/wingers. The more greener, obviously the NPXG plus XA there in the top bracket. He's in the top 2%, which is fantastic. All you wizards, you're more footballer philosophy, Arsene Wenger, Pep Guardiola's. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what a lot of those, like especially the XA, expected assists, that's probably. But what I know is the pressure and the tackles. I know the basic ones anyway, but you geniuses out there will know a lot more in terms of those statistics. I think it's a software left, right, mic, audio setting, mate. Yeah, no, it is, mate. Thank you very much for that, La. I really do appreciate it. We'll get that sorted ASAP for you there, mate. But yeah, I tell you what, if Liverpool can do business, would you like to see Liverpool go for Nkunku chat? Oh, I disappeared there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I don't know why my chat's not coming up there, but let me know your thoughts. I'd be very much on the Christopher Nkunku hype train, if you want to call it that anyway. I think it's a player with a lot of ability, but certainly a player that could integrate into this Liverpool system very much. And as everyone said in chat, what Andrew said with his comments, Nkunku is a pressing machine. Also this season he has 17 goals, 15 assists, which is incredible. Also, I'm happy for Harvey Elliott being back in training. I think we all are, Andrew, innit? It's fantastic to see the young lad coming back. Hopefully he's not rushed back too much. I'm pretty sure he won't be, which would be fantastic news because Jürgen knows how to deal with players, and hopefully the medical department don't rush him back like certain players, like Thiago. But it's part of fabric of football. Injuries, it's impossible not to get them because football is a physical game, as we all know that. So, Sean, I would love to see Klopp sign Jared Bowen, Sean. Jared Bowen from West Ham as well, with Rafinha from Leeds. We need to freshen up our attack. But yeah, absolutely spot on there, Shane. I think downfield, like I really want to see us sign someone. Starting to feel undersold by the FSG lack of business. The stadium build is a must, be financed over a reasonable period, so there should be money to be spent, most definitely. And even if it is Christopher Nkunku, Reds as well, I think very young, as I said there, just quickly get that, or he is, 24, he's just turned 24 as well, so still a big player that is on the upward trajectory, as you said. So you're buying a young player there, so that's most definitely what Liverpool done with Salah, Bobby, and Mane as well. They were young when we signed them, so it's about that next stage after them. But a player, Nkunku, who could come into this Liverpool system and very much not look out of place. Something for a player to now. Something like we're buying him at 17, 18, and he's going to be a future star in the next 5 years. This man can come in and hit the ground running, couldn't he? But yeah, very much agree with you there, mate. Spectre, how you doing, fella? Thank you very much for tuning in, as always. Every single one of you. Let's hope we sign someone this month. Fingers crossed, you never know. If players do become available, Spectre, I'm pretty sure Liverpool will be in terms of massive in the negotiation table anyway. Helen, we are talking a lot about buying in, but what about the ones that need to be sold or released? Obviously, we've got Loris Karius still at the football club. It's difficult, Helen, when they're sat on big wages. It's difficult, really, but I can understand where you're coming from. Scored a hat-trick against City in the Champions League, Spectre. Yeah, he did. We all remember those. Well, I didn't watch the game because I was watching Liverpool games, but I watched his highlights. Looks like a top player. Nkunku is definitely a Klopp player, plus he's part of the Red Bull setup. So fingers crossed, looking all positive, isn't it there, Spectre? But let me know your thoughts. If you have joined this a bit late in terms of just discussing Nkunku, we've just had the stats up there as well. Let me know your thoughts if you're watching this live or if you're watching this post show as well. Your thoughts, would you like to see Liverpool go about this signing. It makes sense. We've just looked at the stats, and he's very much in the Jurgen Klopp mode, as just discussed, and everyone in chat as well would be very positively pleased if Liverpool did progress this signing. But Reds, let me know who you would like to see start against Arsenal come Thursday night. For me, I think for me personally, I wouldn't change a lot in relation to Liverpool's starting 11. For me, I'd go strong. You've got to continue this momentum. In reality, it was a nice positive result against Brentford. There's still lots of rooms for improvement, isn't there? If you want to be greedy. Obviously, we started. Would you go the same? Alisson, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robinson, Jordan Henderson, Fabinho, Jones, Ox. I'm not 100% chat. Let me know. Let us in chat know. Has anyone got the latest injury update on Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain? I still think we're waiting to hear back in relation to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. Roberto Firmino and Jota all started against Brentford. For me, I'd start with Jones. I'd start with Henderson. Start with Fabinho as well. Potentially, will Elliott be on the bench? I think he's just come back to training today, and he Reds. Well, especially the last couple of days, really, in reality. So, for me, if you're fit enough to train, you're fit enough to at least be on the bench. Because I don't think that Jurgen Klopp and the medical staff would very much risk him putting him into training if you didn't think he was up to that to play at least. Let me know your thoughts on that. I'd be very surprised if we did see him on the bench, but it wouldn't surprise me if Jurgen did go with Harvey. Not in the starting 11, but on the bench anyway. Yet again, another option. Would anyone start with Kay Gordon on that right-hand side? Obviously, especially we did see Ox against Brentford, and it did work. It did work down that right-hand side. He's very capable of playing down there, Ox, and he's got that goal-scoring threat at the back post anyway. But let's get to... No, John's gone with no harm, Jack. Just Liverpool to buy anyone, but that's going to help us improve. Most definitely, John. Sean, if we could send Takumi Minamino to RB Leipzig, it would be good business possible, including him or either Naby Keita. You never know. Naby has got 2 years left on his contract. Apologies for the hiccups, everyone. But yeah, it opens up a different can of worms, really, in reality, when we are discussing, when we do get, hopefully, past Salah signing and potentially Bobby and Mane getting those deals sorted, then the big conundrum is really, do Liverpool offer Naby Keita a 3-4 year deal, given his recent injury history since he's been at Liverpool? He was sound when he was at RB Leipzig. He had 1 or 2 injuries, but not into the severity of which he has featured at Liverpool. But Spectre, what do you think? Do you think we'll sign Nkunku, or is it this a January or summer window? That's from Spectre. For me personally, mate, I think it will be a summer business. But if Liverpool want their playing now, like we've seen with Alisson and Virgil van Dijk, when we did have that money, we signed him in January. Well, we signed him at difficult windows anyway. But for me, if the player's available now, I think improving this Liverpool squad is at the minute, but it's heavily dependent. Spectre, great comment anyway, as always. Every single one of you, appreciate you dropping your comments in. I think if it was a situation where we did bring him in now, this window, I think we'd have to pay at least top dollar for him, because you never know, we could have a buyout. I know a lot of the RB Leipzig players very much heavily do have buyouts in their contract anyway. So LFC Spectre, let's hope Ox is fine. We need to start on the right and Jones on the left. That's against Arsenal, very much so, mate. Sean, Tsimikas over Andy Robbo and play Trent in midfield and play Nico right back. Very much interesting. No thread, Harvey E is in full training. It's like a new signing. North said, oh, don't say that, mate. I think we went a whole video without saying that, but North said it. Oh, he must work for North. You must work for FFG there, lad. Yeah, loads of laughing emojis and the beer. But yeah, spot on there, North. You've got to whisper that quietly, mate. Can't be saying that round here. I'm joking, lah. I suspect I don't want to see Milner and Henderson in that midfield this Thursday night. Yeah, very much so, mate. I think a lot of us would very much agree with that. Not that Milner, I think Milner did struggle. It'd be interesting to see what Reds, do you reckon Arsenal, they can't possibly, if this game does get called off, I'll be very, 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 very surprised. Because I think the Carabao Cup, the organiser of the competition, very much want this game to go ahead, and we could possibly see a heavily depleted Arsenal, but it could be Arteta trying to pull the wool over Liverpool's eyes and others and just say, oh, we've got all these injuries, but in reality they haven't. So it'll be interesting to see. Let's take a moment and laugh at Everton. Oh, Spectre, I think we all have, mate, haven't we? I've just been speaking to my mate, good mate Tom, he was in the comment section below. Tom, give us a wave if you're in here, mate. He did say hello, fella, before, but I don't know if he's watching. But yeah, I hit Tom and all the Ev fans anyway. Rafa's absolutely buzzing, and he is right, Agent Rafa. He's done the business. Got a cheeky £10 million for what? 2 weeks' work? It feels like it. I think Rafa's agent needs a good pay rise. I'm pretty sure he got a good, massive percentage. I don't even know how we got it at the football club in the starters, but up Rafa's agents. I think we could all do with Rafa's agent in all of our discussions, even when we're at the dinner table. In terms of in our households or whatnot over in work, we could do Rafa's agent. Hopefully, Rafa, if you're watching all of his agents, you know where to come to all of us in terms of negotiating Salah's contract, maybe, because you get a decent offer from Mo anyway. No, we won't buy until August. This is in talking about in relation to transfers. We have sold, I think, Bobby Mane and Gomez could be for the off. Sorry, but FSG are on there on one in this window. So I think you're talking about the summer. But no, it's the thing, mate. You don't have to apologise. Everyone's opinions are very valid on this channel. Agree to disagree. It's about discussion, really. I'd never censored anyone's comments as long as you weren't disrespectful to people or that. And it was all on football. Your views on football. Everyone's comments are very welcome as well. But yeah, you don't have to apologise, North. But it will be interesting, North, which we have discussed, especially over the last recent weeks, haven't we? It is a big window, not just for Liverpool Football Club, but for the owners and Jurgen Klopp as well. Especially if we can win, possibly, say, a European Cup or a couple of domestic cups as well, and we finish as high up as possible and push City as much as we can. That's all we can do, really. But it will be a massive rebuild, not a massive surgery, but we do need to bring in, say, the likes of Nkunku or one or two top-class quality, and it's about moving the players out. I think we all know the players that we could potentially move out in the end this coming summer anyway. But LFC Spectre, Agent Rafa Benitez, what a legend. Yeah, Sean's gone with Milner's legs are gone. We need to get rid of him in the summer. I think we will be, mate. I think it did come to public knowledge over the last couple of weeks. I think I've seen an article where a couple of the journos have discussed the potential of Milner leaving the football club anyway. Jack, I'm dying. Mitchell, don't say that, mate. Hopefully you're okay. Hopefully you haven't got COVID, but hopefully you're okay, mate. Let me know in the comments. Look after yourself, fella, and every single one of you look after each other, because I know my mum has got COVID at the minute, and me with my health, my chest problems anyway, so I've just got to stay clear of my mum. So look after each other anyway, Reds. But I expect it's been the Anfield Lark, been thinking about signings. FSG definitely will have a plan. They must understand exactly where the squad is with the player ages, etc. But perhaps the issue is that they are not able to attract the 5 stars. I feel like it all comes down to Jurgen Klopp, doesn't it, mate? I think we're blessed to be in a position And that's how we've won our first league title in 30 years, because of Jurgen Klopp. We couldn't attract the calibre of players when we had Rodgers, could we? In reality, no one wakes up one day and going, yeah, I want to play for Brendan Rodgers. You wake up going, I want to play for Pep Guardiola. I want to play for a big name like Carlo Ancelotti. And we joke about it, he was at Everton, but a manager of that ability, and the manager of Jurgen Klopp. People wake up going, yes, I want to play for Jurgen Klopp. Whatever club he's at, they want to play for him because he's got such a good report from the majority of players in which he has that have been under his stewardship in previous clubs. You utter the words Jurgen Klopp in a negotiations, and all the players do sit up an extra 5 inches and go, yeah, I'm interested. But even better when he is representing a football club. Go ahead, Rafa. As big as Liverpool. We're so blessed to have him. He has been Liverpool's biggest signing, as we all know. Since he's come in, he has changed the whole fabric of the football club in terms of getting us back up to where we belong. And we very much are. It's just that how mad City are going at the minute. But we have pushed City, and City have pushed us to levels that has not been seen in the league for a very, very, very long time. But yeah, let's make sure Jose Mourinho is heavily linked with Everton. That's from Sean. What a joke. That'd be crazy if that is the case, mate. Spectre, yeah, Jose Mourinho to Everton, please. Oh, please let it happen, Spectre. Fingers crossed, you never know. They thought it was bad enough watching a Rafa Benitez defensive style football. Christ. Imagine it with Jose. He'd be parking 2 double-decker buses outside Pickford's goal anyway. Every single training ground session. Yeah, John's gone. Hope everyone is well and staying safe. Spot on. Echo those words, John. Alan, how you doing, mate? Hi, Jack. Good stuff, thanks. Yeah, spot on there now. Hopefully looking after every single one. He's looking after each other, looking after your family and everyone in work as well. Just look after. You just got to do what you've got to do, yeah. But keep us all updated. But yeah, Mitchell, hopefully you're keeping safe and well, mate. Keep us updated in the comments how you're getting on, fella. Yeah, the Anfield Lark, 5 players. Obviously 5 players. What were due to wages, lifestyle, weather, etc. The guy Camavinga is an example, as he went to Real Madrid, but now he's not getting a game. Yeah, you see that Anfield Lark and chat, don't you? You see big clubs signing players. The big one was obviously Man City. Ronaldo only went to Man United because United could not deal with seeing him. Imagine if Ronaldo did go to City. It'd be sitting there and Ronaldo would literally be getting 30, 40 league goals in the Premier League. But happily enough, he's at Man United and the service to him is an absolute joke. And long that may continue because he'll be getting, 5 league goals all season at this rate. But yeah, you spot on there, the Anfield Lark. What's your thoughts on David... Spectre, what's your thoughts on David Alaba getting into the Team of the Year yesterday awards? Oh, Spectre, don't get me started on that voting, mate. It's a prawn cocktail brigade, really. They've all got mates, they've all got journos, they've all got people high up in these awards. It was great when our Liverpool lads got the recognition, because quite frankly, that year when I think it was like 7 or 8 of our first 11 got into it, I think we were record breaking that year as well. I don't think any club around Europe had that many players in recent times anyway, apart from obviously like the Barca and Real Madrid back in the day, when they were winning quite a lot of domestic trophies in European competitions as well, when Barca and Real were good. But yeah, madness, mate. David Alaba, he's a very good centre-half, but for me personally, as much as I despise Chelsea, you've got to admit, since Thiago Silva, for me, Thiago Silva's been one of, if not one of the best players in Europe, in terms of, not recent weeks, but when Chelsea were on an absolute madness, helped them win the Champions League as well. But for me, Thiago Silva should be very much in the hat for central defenders. But didn't chat as well, Spectre? Didn't Mendy win for the he won goalkeeper, that goalkeeper awards from the FIFA Best, whatever you call it, and he didn't even get nominated in the starting 11. Go on. Mendy's been absolutely superb for Chelsea over the last 12 months. Well, since he's come into the club anyway, his stats are ridiculous. And you've got to respect, especially he kept us from not winning at the bridge, denying Salah late on in that second half as well. Tremendous, great goalkeeper. You've got to appreciate quality when you see it, regardless of the clubs that they play for. But yeah, Spectre, it was mad. I've got COVID. I've been drinking 2 whiskey full bottles a day. I've been spewing on my own for weeks. I was terrifying. Always loved you, mate. Mitchell, look after yourself, mate. And DM me, mate, anyway, if you need any help. Bloody hell. Well, hopefully I'm pretty sure you got family or someone, but don't be afraid to call 999. I think it's at 111 at the minute, mate. But yeah, help is out there, mate. But don't leave it too late. Use the NHS, because there's a lot of great, amazing nurses. They are angels. I think I've seen a picture. I think it was off Afterlife. Obviously, when I think he was speaking to his mum on that bench, and he was just saying, yeah, we've got angels are real, and they take the form of nurses, doctors. Tremendous. We're very blessed in the UK to have the people that we do, the medical professionals. They kept me alive, and they've kept a lot of people alive as well. But yeah, they are the angels of the modern day anyway. But yeah, thank you very much. Keep us updated, Mitchell. Look after yourself, fella. And if you need any help, message anyone on social media. You know, I'll give you my number as well, mate. If you need anything, any shop and dropping off or that, think overs would help out, mate. Leave it on the doorstep and that. But look after yourself, fella. I'll be worried now, Mitchell. You've told me. I'm happy you've told me, but I'll be thinking of you, fella, and anyone out there as well. We're all one big family on this channel, and we just love Liverpool, and we just love talking about football. And my good mate Tom, anyway, he is a blue, but we do wind ourselves up, but it's only good banter anyway, respectful as well. Mate, everyone is linked with Everton. This from Tom. Just have to wait and see who we get. Hope the board actually get it right, Tom. That's Tom, if they get it right, then it'd be like you winning the lottery, because the recent managerial appointments at Everton have been an absolute car crash, which me and you've spoke about off camera, haven't we? It's absolutely been diabolical. How you doing, Tom? Tom Conley. Hi, Jack. I can't comment. I'm driving. Obviously, you stopped over on the side street, mate, but enjoying the live chat. Evening all to you LFC legends here. Drive safe, Tom. Let us know. Have a good night, mate. Anyway, I don't know if you probably have just finished work, or if you've been out and about with the family. Hope you had a lovely evening or day. I think a lot of you do watch from all around the globe, so it absolutely tremendous. But hope you had a cracking day anyway, mate. I really do appreciate you and every single one of you tuning in. Mendy won Champions League. There's some spec there. Mendy won the Champions League. Donnarumma won the Euros last summer. It's a pick and choose. I'd pick both. Yeah, it's a difficult one, isn't it? But Donnarumma, I think that Italian system helped massively with Donnarumma. Don't get me wrong, he was a very good goalkeeper, but for me, Mendy, it was like he could have saved the Titanic if Mendy was in goal for the Titanic FC. But yeah, all right, how's things? The Anfield Lark, Martinez to Everton, Adrian Maffa to Belgium, and win the World Cup anyway. Wouldn't surprise me. It definitely, no, I tell you what. Yeah, all the Blues. Yeah, let's get, do you reckon Martinez will try and get out, is it Alcatraz, or Alcaraz, or whatever, from Wigan. Probably get, was it Kone? He'll get Kone back up front for the Yev. You never know, could he get more goals than Calvert-Lewin this season? So, there you go, Tom. But yeah, for Missouri and Bill Kenwright are Everton's, Hicks and Gillette. That's some spec there. They very much are, mates. Well, right, Reds, get me your 1 to 11, or who you think you'd like to see Liverpool come up against Arsenal. For me, as I said before, I'd go with Alisson, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robinson, Henderson, Fabinho, Jones. and then someone on the right. Let me know your thoughts who you'd play. Would it be Taki? I'm hoping it's Taki off the right and not Taki off the left, because Jota did play better. It wasn't the best performance by our forward lads, but it was a much improved performance off the week prior anyway, the game prior against Arsenal. And then play Bobby up front for me, Jota on the left, and then I think Divock is as Chat has already alluded to, I think he's still out injured. So would you play Craig Gordon away at the Emirates? For me personally, I would. I know it's a big shout, but would you let me know your thoughts on your starting 11 before we do shoot off anyway? Make sure you haven't missed anyone's comments. If I have, I really do apologise. I haven't done it intentionally anyway, but as Tom, but yeah, absolute legends. But Reds, thank you very much for tuning in. It's only going to be a short one. As you said, you haven't missed the Christopher Nkunku. We did have a look at the stats wise in terms of him as a player as well. You can deep dive into them, pause it and have a look. It's absolutely tremendous player, and I tell you, he's very much in the mould of a Liverpool player. And you could understand if these rumours, supposed rumours do come true, you can understand why Liverpool are looking. And if they do look at Liverpool signing Nkunku, you can understand why. Brighton have just equalised against Chelsea. McAllister scored. Has he, Andrew? Hang on. Before we do shoot off, how long's left in that, Andrew? Oh, that must be late on. Please get in. Is that how long's gone in the game, Reds? Let's quickly get the absolute legends. Use my own score update. I fully expected Chelsea, Brighton absolutely despise Brighton. Oh yeah, 60 minutes to go there. Still plenty of games to. Let's have a little deep dive in terms of stats. Yeah, it's a very even game. Chelsea have had 56% possession. Chelsea have had 6 shots, 2 on target. Brighton have had 7 shots, 2 on target. That's tremendous stuff for that. So as it stands at the minute, that would put Chelsea on 2 games in hand. Well, 2 games. Liverpool would have 2 games in hand with just a point behind. That's tremendous, that, Reds. I'll just quickly get that up anyway so I can just show you currently as it stands. Can I get that there? There we go. Oh, where's that gone? Oh, where have I just put that? Typical. I've not got a clue where the league table went there, but let's try and get that back in there. But as it stands, it's 1-0. I don't know how accurate that is. Reds, let me know. Is that? That's doing me head in. Why does that keep on disappearing? Yeah. Well, you can all probably see the score. Anyway, as it stands, Liverpool will have 2 games in hand on Chelsea, and that's basically if Brighton can somehow get a win out of that game. I say somehow because they've been one of the best teams in the league. Graham Potter, and we've just been discussing Everton before. If Everton had any aspirations of a football club, or the owner had some ambition, that man, Graham Potter, would be the man that Everton should go for. For me, he's massively underrated, and he's one of them, one of the best managers in the league. Spectre has gone with Kelleher in terms of his team selection. Spectre's gone with his 1 to 11 for Arsenal. If you'd like to get yours in, get them in before we do finish off tonight. Kelleher, Trent, right back, Canate, Virgil van Dijk, Robbo, Fabinho, Henderson, Ox in midfield if he is back fully fit, Jota, Origi and Minamino if they are all fit. I know there is a couple of injuries there, mate, but we'll be interested to see if he's back to full fitness. But nice one, Brighton. Hope Adam Lallana scores the winner. Fingers crossed there. That Chelsea out of the running for the title, down to 2 then low. Anyone saw Naby Keita screaming today? Spectre, what a tremendous goal. Would you be up for a chat just before we do go off? Would you like to see Naby Keita playing that more central area, the more attacking midfield? We've seen it against Manchester United. I know he didn't really play in the 10, but if Liverpool were to go to a 4-2-3-1 or like a more advanced role, or possibly playing Naby in that false 9 position, because he has got that ability to get goals, getting this. It's a good shout by Jürgen, because that's the role in which he did play, in that number 10 role. I think RB Leipzig back in the day when we did sign him, I think he played a 4-2-3-1, and he played in that number 10 floating role. He's got an eye for goal, which we've already seen in the AFCON, and which we have seen in his Liverpool career. Just if you can wrap him up in bubble wrap and protect him every single training session, because his quality is there. And we've just been speaking about his contract running down. He's got 2 years left, still a long time in football, but would you give him a contract? That's another show for another night, Reds. But yeah, the Anfield Lark would like Naby to come good, but would prefer 35 million. I think we all would. Or potentially you could throw Naby Keita in for that man. Would RB Leipzig take it in any potential transfer negotiations? Naby is an original as an attacking midfielder, but Klopp doesn't trust him in that role for some reason. Very interesting. I would like to see Naby sold in the summer. Yeah, it will be interesting. But yeah, thank you very much for that, Sean, as well. Sean, Spectre, the Anfield Lark, Helen as well, you're absolute legends. Andrew, Tom, both Toms, Tom Conley and obviously Tom May, absolute legends as well. The Anfield Lark, Alan as well, Alan C, absolute legends. Mitchell, look after yourself, fella. As I said, messages if you need anything, or message any of us when you message away. I will be thinking of you, fella. Look after yourself. Hopefully you're okay. And ride it through anyway. John Moore as well. Make sure I haven't missed anyone. Jamie Phillips as well. Everyone about him screams an FSG signing. Yeah, he very much does, Jamie. Make sure you head over to Jamie Phillips football chats as well. Head over, subscribe as well. Does amazing content as always. Definitely will be getting Jay on the channel very soon if you're available, fella. And I think that's everyone in chat. And if you are watching this on the repeat, if you want to subscribe, you're very welcome to. You don't have to. Absolute legends. If you don't mind dropping a like on the video as well, really does help the YouTube gods, algorithm, whatever you want to call it. It just helps promote the channel as well. Absolute legends. But views don't matter to me. I'm very blessed that the people do watch my channel. I do it for free. I enjoy speaking to every single one of you in the comment section below. We could have 5, 10, regardless. 1 million, it really doesn't matter. As long as I interact with every single one of you on a daily basis as much as I possibly can. I'd love to do this as a day job and do it every single day. But hopefully in the future, if I do get me kick up the backside, my own kick up the backside, and get sorted anyway. But thank you to every single one of you, everyone that does watch the content day in, day out. I know not all of you can watch on a daily basis, but that's life. Sometimes you can't watch, but I really do appreciate every single one of you. Yeah, cheers for that, Tom. Hope your mum gets well soon, Jack. Yeah, keep it updated there, chat, as well. I'll be staying well clear of it, sadly. I have to keep my distance, but yeah, cheers, mate. And hopefully everyone, if you any family, or if you've got COVID anyway at the minute, or if you're under the weather, look after yourselves. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for another episode. I'll try and get a couple of lads on as well. If you're wanting to come on, try and get Jay, Connor, Dave, any of the lads that want to jump on, I'll try and get us on as well. The channel will keep growing. Yeah, don't feel like the Rome wasn't built in a day, as they say, mate. But yeah, I need a big kick off the backside. But yeah, cheers, lads. Cheers, that Tom. Don't feel like. But Reds, look after yourselves. Try and relax and watch a couple of Christian and Nkunku compilations. You never know. Remember when God was made to look like Thierry Henry? Anyone can look decent on YouTube, can't they? Even me. But yeah, see you later, Reds, and I really do appreciate it. Have a lovely rest of your night, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. as well. So stay tuned on the channel. If you don't get your notification, we'll be live tomorrow at 6 p.m. on the channel. But Reds, love you and leave yous, and you will never walk alone. See you tomorrow. Ta-ra.